Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to another episode of COSAS, BUENAS. It's actually our last episode of this season, and I have really enjoyed, just like I've already said before, the journey that I've gone on. I was never expecting to be doing this at all, like, period. If you would have told me last year, yeah, you're gonna be doing your own web series next year, I would have been like, yeah, right, whatever. But here I am, and it's been a lot of fun. I've gotten to talk to some amazing people. I've gotten to meet a lot of new people already and just network because of the show, and I'm just so thankful for just this opportunity that the kickback gave me, and opportunity that God really put in my lap. So just thank you, Jesus, and thank you, the kickback, and thank you guys for watching and tuning in and giving me feedback, telling me what you're thinking of everything, telling me things that you would like to see. I really appreciate it. So I'm about to get into the interview with Diana from Zadalash, and I am so excited to have her on here today. She has been one of the people that allowed me to advertise her business throughout this whole season, so I thought it was only fitting to have her on the show and end off season 1 on the right note. After the interview, I'm going to be just doing a little chit chat and explaining a little more in depth what Cosas Buenas is, some things that you can look forward to seeing in the next season, when you can look forward to seeing the next season, and information for if you would like to sponsor the next season. So here goes the interview, and I'll see y'all afterwards. Hey guys, it's Mel, and welcome back to another episode of Cosas Buenas. Today I'm here with my girl Diana from Zadalash. I am so excited to have her here. Thank you for being here. I'm going to let her introduce herself, tell us a little bit about what Zadalash is, and then we'll get into the interview.
So like she said, my name is Diana. Zadalash is actually named after my kids. Z being Zayden, A being Aaliyah, and A Avon. So yes, I have 4 kids. Just kind of the reason why I'm everywhere all the time. My mind just like, I don't know, it's just everywhere. But so pretty much it's just my lash business, kind of slowly transitioning to other things other than just lashes. Doing lip glosses now, adding like, my earrings and all that good stuff. So slowly transitioning to other stuff. But it's pretty much just, my way of keeping my mind sane, because honestly, it does kind of make me go crazy adding that, but it's so much fun fulfilling orders, meeting. I've met so many people, so many business owners, and it's just been great. It's just been a great journey. I love it. Like, I really do. I've met so many people who are just so talented. I've been able to work with so many people. So I think that's like one of the best thing from working in this little industry that I've started.
And honestly, guys, she's come such a long way. So we actually met through Instagram, and just because her lashes were bomb, and then she sent me some, and now I buy them, and she sends me some, and it works out. And they're just, every time I wear them, I get compliments. They're comfortable. They're such a variety, because I love how you have, some short ones for the girls that are like just getting into it, and then you also have like the extreme, like, I want to be extra and have all the fluff and length. So I love that she caters to everybody. So how did you get started? Like, what made you want to get started with your own lash business, or just business period?
I have a full-time job, and there's a lot of downtime where I'm just sitting there with my thoughts. See, anybody who knows me knows Diana's always selling something.
She's been a hustler.
Always. I was a teen mom, so I was pregnant in high school, and I couldn't work at the time. I was only 15 years old, and obviously they don't hire until 16. So I used to get a big old bag and fill it up with candy and hot Cheetos and walk around the school selling candy. Everybody knew me as a candy girl. And so, since I was a kid, I'm telling you, I've always been doing something. So, what girl doesn't love lashes? You can't have a look without lashes.
Right.
So every time I would order so many lashes. Now my desk would be covered in lashes. And I was like, I need to do something with this. Like, I order so much lashes. I have so much lashes. I get complimented on my lashes all the time. And I'm like, everybody would ask me, like, where'd you get your lashes from? Where'd you get your lashes from? And I'm like, eventually I want to be able to say, like, these are mine. Like, these are my lashes. You can get them from me. I started kind of thinking about it last March. I didn't launch until September 30th. So I put like 7 months into 6-7 months into thinking, like, should I do this? Should I do this? And my friends have been my biggest support system. They've always told me, like, just do it. And I didn't want something basic. Looking back at it, I'm like, ew, like, my boxes were ugly.
No, you gotta start somewhere.
They just were like, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna do my boxes like this. Like, to me, it was just everything. Like, there was no boxes out there like that. Like, at the time, there was not many people selling lashes, like, when I started, there wasn't like no really many people, especially in the DFW, doing it. So I'm like, oh my God, my boxes look great. They're not just the paper ones, they're this and that, you know. But yeah, my friends were like, yeah, it looks great. Like, let's just go ahead and do it. So finally, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make a page. I'm gonna see if I get, you know, some engagement. And I was so surprised, like, that I had so much engagement. I was so surprised that people were really wanting to buy my stuff. And I was like, okay, like, you know, this is going somewhere. And my first day I sold out completely. And I was like, yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just put more effort into this. And I did. I mean, I look at my boxes now and I'm like, what was wrong? Like, I literally, my first box, I
Yeah.
ordered with no logo. My sister-in-law made it on her Cricut. Shout
Oh
out to
wow.
her. But
Yeah.
yeah, she made it up into her Cricut, and we just put it on there. That was my logo. Like, it wasn't nothing like, you know, fancy, but to
Right.
me, it was everything. It was mine. I've just been blessed to be able to have my page. Like, I just hit 15 followers yesterday, so I was happy about that. Yay me. But you know, yeah, so for me to have 15 followers, my personal page don't even have that much, and I've had it for like 7 years.
You're
And
like,
I'm
hello.
like, yeah, I'm like, okay, well, I guess, you know, they don't care for me, they care for the lashes. So that right there speaks for itself, you know, like, it's the product. So I was just, you know, like, I was really happy to see that it was going up and up. And I just launched my actual website, and that's
Yes.
helped me so much. Like, it's helped so much. So but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much where it all started from. It's really just, again, me and my thoughts and my friends.
I love it though, because honestly, like I feel like a lot of people when they think of starting their own business, it sounds like something that's so far off. Like, oh, I don't know,
Yeah.
like I don't think I can do that or whatever. But I mean, like you said, it started with you, your thoughts. You had some extra time. You had an interest in something, and it went from there. I like that you mentioned that you had put about like 7 months of thought into it beforehand, because I feel like these days people just be jumping into stuff.
Yeah.
How do you feel like that 7 months prepared you for when you actually launch?
I mean, that's my biggest. I have friends now that are launching their own stuff now.
Right.
A lot of them tell me like, "Oh, you know, you've encouraged me," and that's my biggest thing is think about what you're doing, put work into it. I mean, if you've noticed, so Tiki Crystals,
Yes, I'm so proud of her.
I mean, if you look at her stuff, that girl put thought into it. Like,
Yes.
everything's very detailed, and that's really important. You don't want to come out looking like, honestly, I feel like I still came out looking like unprepared. It was just a process. I wasn't,
Yeah.
you know, like, I didn't know what to do. Like I said, I feel like in the beginning, there wasn't that many people out there for me to feed off of. I didn't have somebody to come tell me, this is how you do it. This is what you
Yeah.
need to do. Like, I didn't have that. It was me, again, my thoughts. I was on my own. So I didn't have a mentor or anybody like that. So mine came out a little bit unprepared, but they taught me how to teach somebody else.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's very important. Like I said, if you look at So Tiki Crystal stuff, it will show you what 7 months will get you. It took her a
Yeah.
while to launch too, but that will get you, you know, great outcome. Like, jumping into the things, it shows. It really
Yes,
shows.
it does.
And I mean, you're able to figure out, you know, is this how I want my stuff to look? You're able to make mistakes without other people noticing. Like, that's what's really big. So that's my biggest, you know, advice to anybody starting their stuff. Really think about what you're putting out there. I mean, in this industry and social media, oh my God, you can get torn into pieces if
Easily,
you come
easily.
out. Yes, if you
Yes.
come out looking a mess, people will notice and people will tell everybody.
Yes.
That's just as part of being, you know, on social media. And it's scary, but I mean, that's where you need to think, like, is this what would I buy this? Would
Right.
I like this? Would I share this with my friend? You know, that's where you need to really put a lot of thought into it. So those 7 months, I mean, I did all that. I battled with myself. I argued with myself.
Yeah.
My biggest competition was myself. Like,
Mm.
you know, can I do this? Are people gonna like this? You know, are people gonna, you know, think that this looks good? You know, that was my whole 7 months thinking. And I mean, I feel like it helped me a lot. I feel like I probably would have came even more unprepared if I would have started when I first started thinking about it.
Yeah,
So
I know how I imagine. Like, no, I
I
totally.
know.
I can feel that, especially because, like she said, she put a lot of thought into it. And honestly, guys, you can tell. Like, I'm somebody who uses the products, and I didn't think the packaging or anything was bad at first, but you can just see the growth. Like, even my favorite packaging you've done so far is like cream one with like the leather. It's kind of like rose gold and stuff. Like, it's just so pretty. And then when you open it, there's a little message inside. Like, it's a tradition. It's a different circle instead of like your traditional lashes. And you can just tell a lot of thought goes into it, even down to the packaging that she sends. When you sent the Toxica bundle, which by the way, y'all need to check it out. That even the packaging is just so cute. Like, you open it and it feels like you just got a cute little gift in the mail. So you can definitely tell, girl, you put a lot of thought into it. What has been your biggest challenge to date, just running this business?
My biggest challenge would probably be me having to, again, argue with myself. I think I'm my biggest critic. I mean, just like anybody.
Yeah.
But there's times where, business is slow and I'm like, oh my God, they hate me. Like, where are my people at? I'm like,
Yeah.
why are my people not here? Is it because there's so many lashes, like people coming out? Or is, like, where's everybody at? And because there's times where I have like a big hit where I'm just like bombarded with orders. Like, I don't even know. Sometimes I'm just like, how am I going to get all this done? And then there's times where, like, again, I'm just like, okay, like, somebody, like, where y'all at, but that's another thing. I take pride on my lashes lasting a while. And that's where it's like, okay, well, I still have my lashes because they're still lasting me. So I don't have reason. Yeah. So I'm like, they have no reason to order. And I got to remember that, like, like, okay, they're still good, Diana. They just bought 700 lashes.
Literally,
Like, yeah, there's no need to place another order. So that's where I got to kind of get out of my, sad moments where I'm just like, this is normal. There's always going to be a slow time. And then I guess too, also just trying to be different from, like I said, other people in this industry. I got to constantly think about what's next. What am I going to do that's going to stand me out from other people? And that can be really hard. It is really hard trying to be different. And I mean, those two will probably be my biggest challenges, is ignoring my thoughts and my negative thoughts and not thinking negative, but and also just trying to be different, like trying to stay in this game and not let any other company or whatever not motivate me, and that's just where it gets a little bit tough because, like I said, like anything, I mean, makeup, hair, there's always going to be a lot of other people doing it. And it gets hard sometimes, it gets hard to keep your clientele and, give them reasons why to stay with you. And, but I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, honestly, my life is just challenges. I have 4 kids. I'm knocking out obstacles left and right on the daily, like every single day. Yeah, every single day there's something going on. I mean, one kid, doesn't want to get up. One kid lost their mask. This day, it's like, well, do you have your mask?
The mask, I cannot.
I can't even remember a mask for me, and I got remember 4 plus. So I mean, it's just, I'm just used to dealing with challenges, used to dealing with stuff. So I mean, I deal with them. I just, go on and just hope for the best, pretty much. I mean, can't dwell on them. So.
No, I love that. And I love that you just get up and you keep going, like, regardless. Because I feel like a lot of people can relate to just life itself being very challenging. And sometimes it's easy to, like, it's easy to let life get us down. But you still got to get up. And I love that you've done that, girl. That's super, super inspiring. So with that being the biggest challenge, what has been the greatest part, like the greatest positive thing about owning your business?
The growth. I mean, the growth is everything. I mean, just seeing it was just, I was trying to look for the text message I was sending my friends, showing them my screenshot of my page. And I'm like, oh my God, I only need 3 more to go to get to 1,400. That was like a week or 2 ago. Like, it's crazy. Girl. That was like 2 weeks ago that I was at 1,397. Right. And like in a week's time frame, I'm at 1,500. So just that, like seeing my stuff being in different states is like unexplainable. I mean, I have people from like Illinois, from California, from New Mexico. Like, and my next move is getting outside of the country. I just gotta learn how to do that. But I mean, that's kind of hard. But to be able to have my products all over United States is just like amazing. I mean, it's crazy how it could expand out of your area. I'm just some girl from Diamond Hill, Fort Worth. If you're from Fort Worth, Diamond Hill is just a little hood in the area. And it's to be able to be somebody from such a small area and be able to send to people in big areas. It's just like, it's amazing. It's a feeling unexplainable. But I mean, I put this on my Instagram too, but I was able to send lashes to one of the girls whose husband was on Rhythm and Flow on Netflix. Oh, cool. So yeah, that was like a great, like whenever she messaged me back, I was like, oh my God, like she messaged me back, like, is this
we're talking right now? Oh my gosh.
Yes, I was like, just go ahead and give me my blue check mark because it's over. Like, okay. I was so happy.
Can't tell me nothing now.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, I was just really happy about that. And just again, like being able to work with so many different people, I guess that has to be my biggest like OMG moments, like seeing how far my small business has came. I mean, it's not obviously not where I'd want it to be, but where I want it to eventually get. But just these little steps that I'm getting to get there, being able to work with people who have like they're influencers, and being able to work with them has just been amazing. Like, like I said, it's unexplainable.
Sounds fun. And I can't imagine if this is all you've grown, like not all, if this is how much you've grown in the last year, like girl, it's only up from here. Like it's just gonna keep getting more and more amazing. I'm so excited for you. Yeah.
Thank you.
So I know you already kind of said a piece of advice was to think through stuff, but to go ahead and wrap it up, is there anything else that you would like, if you see somebody your age right now or somebody who's younger than you, they're a woman, they feel like, you know, they can't do something, they feel like they have an idea and they cannot get it started, what's your piece of advice for them?
Get out of your head. I mean, it's all literally all in your head. There's nothing us women cannot do. I'm like living proof. I have 4 kids, a full-time job. And, you know, even like I said, people who know me know my journey. Like I've came pretty far. I mean, I wasn't always the saint that people may see me as now, but trust me, girl, I could be here another hour telling you stories.
Yes, I know. We're going to have to catch up another time.
I know, but I've never let that stop me from doing anything. Nothing. I've never let nobody, nothing. That's another advice I would give. Don't let no dusty-ass boy stop you from doing nothing. Don't. Like, man, boy, anything. Don't let nobody. You get with somebody who can encourage you. I can tell you that for sure. The person that you're with is a big inspiration to you. Like it will get you places and it may break you, and that's where you choose who you be with. But I mean, my husband has been amazing. Like he gets on my nerves, don't get me wrong, and he gets frustrated with all my orders and stuff. Sometimes he's like, okay, are you gonna lay down now? Like it's 3 a.m, Diana, you got to get up, you know. So he's on my butt, but he's my backbone. I mean, if I couldn't imagine getting all this stuff done, having all these kids and not having, you know, that support. So, but that's my biggest thing. Don't let nobody tell you that you cannot do it, especially yourself. Cause that's where I struggled, telling myself like, can you really do this? Is this, I mean, you know, is this going to be successful? That was really hard. Like trying to get out of my mind. Like it was really hard, but I mean, like that's my biggest thing. Just don't let nothing unmotivate you. Just know that you can do it. I mean, everything takes work, everything. So the work you put in, it may see, like I said, you may have down times, you may have like moments where everything's slow, but that's just normal. I mean, who's not like that, you know? So, but yeah, that'd be my biggest thing. Just staying motivated. I mean, like I said, don't let nobody stop you.
But you know, I love that. And I love that she mentioned her husband, because I truly am like a big believer that it is who you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with people who are there for you, they encourage you, they want the best for you, just like you want for yourself, it's super helpful for when you do have those down moments when you're in your head, because you have those people to talk you out of it. So if you're surrounded by people who are negative and they don't believe in you and they're telling you like, no, you shouldn't do that, like, who do you think you are?
Yeah,
you need to find a new crew.
That's pretty good advice as well. I mean, if it wasn't for my girls, honestly, I probably wouldn't even started. If they didn't encourage me so much, I wouldn't have started. And now I have 2 of them, I mean, who are starting their own businesses. So eventually I'll have a circle of, you know, business women, and that right there, that pushes you. And you're totally right. Like who you surround yourself with will reflect on you and your business. I mean, you can't be with some girls who want to be out partying all the time and expect to be successful. It's not going to happen. I mean, it may, but it's rare, you know. So, but yeah, that's really good advice, actually.
Thanks, girl. Like, thank you. So tell us where we can find you. For all our ladies, everybody needs to go shop as soon as this is over, because I promise it's worth it. Tell us where we can shop your lashes.
So you can go to Zadalash, www.zadalash.com, or you can go onto my Instagram to kind of get a little bit more pictures, which is at Zadalash, and that's ZADALAS and double H. There's 2 H's at my Instagram name, because my Zadalash, the regular one, was taken, so I want to report it. That way
Like, can I buy my name back, please?
So everybody, can y'all go report the Zadalash regular so I can get my name? But no, but no, so double H at the end of Zadalash. But yeah, go shop, ladies.
Thank you, Diana, so much for joining us today. I'm so happy that you were able to be here, and thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next season, because this is the last episode. Bye. With the amazing Diana from Zadalash. That girl is a hustler, as y'all can tell. She's so inspiring to me, and just the fact that she does everything she does in a day, like, props to her. So thank you again, Diana, for coming on. I'm so happy I got to talk to you and you got to share your story a little bit. So like I said, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit more about what COSAS BUENAS is, what the mission of COSAS BUENAS is, what it means to me. I feel like I probably should have done this a long time ago, so I'm a little bit backwards, but here we are, and I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about it now. So COSAS BUENAS means good things in Spanish, and The whole main goal of the show is to spotlight people who are doing cosas buenas in their community, in their world, in their lives, and just share their stories with you all so that hopefully you guys can get inspired and go do cosas buenas yourself. So that can literally apply to anything. It doesn't just apply to business owners. It doesn't just apply to students. It doesn't just apply to nonprofit workers. It applies to a lot of different people, and that's why you've been able to see such a range of people in interviews and businesses and just stories on this season's show. Another goal of Cosas Buenas is to educate our viewers. I was lucky and privileged and blessed enough to grow up in a home where my parents really worked hard to make sure we were prepared for life. They taught us about savings and credit from a young age. They opened our own bank accounts for me and my sister since we were really young. My mom was a huge help in applying for scholarships and financial aid and helping with things that were academic related. My dad, he has always been a super hard worker, and I think he also really was an example and taught me how to hustle and go out there and get what I want. I remember as a young kid really wanting to go to kids camp every summer, and they would allow me to, but part of the deal was that I had to go sell M&Ms around the block to raise my money so that I could go to summer camp because it wasn't always cheap. And so that's what we did. My parents would go to Sam's Club and buy some big boxes of M&Ms. I usually had a box of regular and a box of peanut M&Ms, and we would knock around my neighborhood door to door, sell the candies, and raise my money for camp. So I feel like since a young age, I've been instilled with a lot of qualities, or I've been taught a lot of qualities and a lot of life skills that not everybody gets. So that is another goal of this show, is just to educate people and help them learn about things that just help them be better at life in many different areas. So those are the two main focuses of Cosas Buenas, and I just kind of wanted to put that out there for y'all so that you kind of know what you're watching now before you see it, or at least have an idea. Getting into information on season 2. Season 2 is going to be airing on my YouTube channel and on thekickbackmedia.com. It's going to begin November 1st. I've got my calendar in front of me, and it's going to end on December 20th. And it's kind of perfect timing so that if during the holidays you need a little break from your family, by then, who knows what our world is going to look like, but point is, by then you're probably going to need some time to just binge and relax. So whether you catch us live as the episodes air every Sunday, or you sit down and you wait till the end of the season to watch everything at once, that's fine. We are also going to be converting the audio from season 2 into podcast audio. I've had a lot of people let me know that they like to watch the show on their breaks, while they're driving, in bits and pieces when they can. And I felt like putting the show audio into a podcast form would be a little easier for those of y'all that are on the go but still want to tune in. So we will have the video option, and then we'll have the audio option of a podcast. I'm going to be keeping the names of everybody I'm interviewing a little secret for now because I want y'all to be excited and surprised when all of that stuff comes out. But I have an amazing lineup of people. The whole season is already pretty much booked, and we just have to plan and film and stuff now. So I'm super excited about that. And yeah, that's what you can look forward to for season 2. Now, if you would like to promote your business or have an ad or commercial, we are going to be going about that a little bit differently this season. So if you would just like information on how you can sponsor this season or have your business featured in a variety of the episodes, then you can go ahead and shoot me an email at mmgmua@gmail.com. You can also reach out to me on Instagram at slaymel with 3 L's. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for one last time for this season. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for liking and sharing and telling your friends about it. I'm just so overwhelmed with just love from y'all, from people I know and people I don't know. So thank you guys, and I will see y'all in season 2. Bye.